Can we have an honest conversation today? Because there is something that has been bothering me for a while now. I have had the privilege of working in different mental health settings, and one thing that breaks my heart every single time is seeing how many young people are struggling. And when I say young people, I mean the teenagers, young people in their 18s, the young adults, people in their 20s, people who should be out there living life, making memories, building friendship, discovering who they are, or even planning their future and living the life they have been dreaming about. But instead, so many of them are already fighting battles that most people cannot even see. These youngsters are already fighting anxiety, depression, substance misuse, alcohol, identity struggle, self-harm, loneliness. And I ask myself, what is actually happening? Seriously, what is happening to our young people? Because sometimes we make everything about behavior. Not everything is about their behavior. If a young person is struggling, people immediately start talking about how bad behavior, they talk about their bad attitude, their bad choices, and even blame parents, bad parenting. But can we stop for 1 second and look beyond their behavior? Can we ask what is beneath it? Because trust me, not every wound is visible. Not every struggle of these young ones is obvious. And not every child who is smiling is okay. And not every young person who is acting out is simply being difficult, like we always say. Sometimes there is a story you and I cannot see. Sometimes there is a battle going on in their mind that nobody knows about. And what breaks my heart is seeing families going through this. Parents crying, parents who are exhausted, parents who have been trying as much as possible to do what they can. There are some parents who are still carrying guilt for things they don't even understand. And then people will be sitting on the outside judging what they know absolutely nothing about. What we do is we talk, we assume, we start pointing fingers, blaming parents or carers or whatever, when the truth is some of these families are carrying more than most of us could imagine. And I keep asking myself, when did we get here? What changed? What is happening in our homes? On online, what is happening to this generation? Because something is happening and we cannot keep pretending it isn't. And I wonder if we truly understand the world many young people are growing in today. Live in a world that never seems to switch off. A world where comparison follows them everywhere. Social media can make these young ones feel behind before they have even started life. We live in a world where they are constantly being told, these young guys are being told who they should be, what they should look like, how they should live, and what success even should look like. A world where one mistake can be shared with hundreds of people in a second. We live in a world full of noise, full of pressure, and full of expectations from these young ones. And sometimes I wonder whether we have stopped listening long enough to understand what it feels like to be growing in a world like that. Because what I see is not young people looking for trouble. No, it's not always like that. Sometimes I see a young people trying to find their way in this confusing world. They are trying to figure out who they are. They are trying to figure out where they belong. And perhaps that is why we need to listen more and judge less. And maybe that is the reason this conversation touches me so deeply, because I am a mother. And when I look at these young people, I don't just see somebody as child. I see somebody's son. I see somebody's daughter. The child that someone once carried. The child that someone prayed for. The child somebody dreamed about and hoped for. And if I am honest, it is scary. It scares me a lot, because none of us gets a guarantee. None of us can stand and say, this could never happen to my child. Listen, life is not that simple. Pain is not that simple. Mental health is not that simple. And by the time many people realize something is wrong, that young person has already been fighting the battle alone for too long. And that should concern all of us, not just parents, not just teachers, churches, or professionals, but all of us. Because the truth is, none of us can afford to ignore this. None of us can afford to stand and say, this thing does not concern me. Because today's young people are the people who will shape our future. These young ones will become the parents raising the next generation. The leaders who will be making the important decisions for this world. These young ones are the ones who are going to be the great teachers, influencing young minds, or shaping our community and our society. And if we don't pay attention now, we will all feel the impact later. No, this conversation is not about blaming anyone. It's not about pointing fingers. And it's not about judging parents, carers, or the young people. I'm not here blaming the young ones. It's all about awareness. It's about understanding. It's about compassion. It's about all of us paying attention to our young ones. Because trust me, behind every behavior is a human being. Behind every struggle of these young ones, there is a story. And behind every story is a person who needs understanding and not condemnation. Maybe today, before we judge, let's pause. Before we assume, let's pause. Before we label people, let's pause and let's start having the conversation that many people are afraid to have. It matters a lot. Their lives matters. Their future matters. And perhaps the question is no longer what is happening to our young people. Maybe the question is, what are we willing to do about it? If we truly care about the next generation, then we cannot just talk about them. We must understand them. We must listen to them. We need to support them. We need to pay attention to these ones. And we must do everything we can to help them as always. These are simply my thought, my genuine thought a thought of a mother, a thought of a sister, a thought of someone who genuinely cares. And perhaps I don't have all the answers, but I do think these conversations matters a lot, because somebody's child may be depending on it. And this conversation doesn't end here. In the next episode, we are going to have our young ones sit with us and hear their perspective. Not what you and I think, not what you and I assume, not what we are always saying about them, but what they have to say for themselves. Because if we are going to understand this generation, then we need to be willing to listen to this generation. Till next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, look out for these young ones, and don't stop having the conversation that matters. Stay blessed. Thank you. Bye.